Traders, good day traders, good day, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to my channel. This is TK from TK Sky Signal. As you can see guys, I will be trying to create a path for us so that we can walk in this good times in the market to trade, whereby I'll be trying to create a path for many of traders who hasn't make something on the market. So guys, I'll go straight to my disclaimer. Here's my disclaimer. You can read it. Only tells you that trading it's high level risk and one should consider every steps and should require knowledge before investing in this market, because you can lose your money, you can also make money, and that I'm not gonna be liable for your money that you are going to lose in the market. Yes, here is our trading. Here is our trading platform. It's NFBX demo. Guys, I'm going to jump straight to the charts and try to explain to you guys why I do what I do. I'm going to trade based on daily time frame. Is the best time frame for me to trade the market. I'm going to use ATR 14 days ATR as my TP, which means the value of ATR that ATR is going to give me. I'm going to trade it as my TP. As you can see, I put a crosshair right above this candle where we receive a buy position. As you can see, your ATR is 47 pips, which means every time I say my TP, you should look around here, ATR 14 days period. Yeah, your ATR will appear here. So I'm going to also use this indicator where the psychology of it as follows. Red will simply mean sell, then light blue will simply means buy. So I won't go backwards guys to show you how this actually do in history data, but I'll also use data that we have right now to go forward. So the very same applies on history data guys. This indicator doesn't repaint, it doesn't recalculate. So how I'm going to use it is that I'm going to use it along as your support and resistance, or your demand and supply. As you can see, demand and supply, your support and resistance, stuff like that. But these areas are just to show me and study the market, how the market actually manipulate price, and what this actually demand and supply really means to traders. I'm trying to figure that out. So here is our buy signal on USD Japanese yen. Our TP is supposed to be 47 pips, and we reached that easily on 1 day candle. You see, we buy here 47 pips, we hit it here. So another signal here for sell, we went short here, we hit our TP after 2 days. Another signal to went long, we buy here, we went, it was 47 pips, we went up. We hit our TP here. Here is what I want to focus on. This one is not going our way. Here is how I'm actually trading the market, guys. Remember this, trading the market is all about defense. How good are you to defend yourself? You know, when I look at trading, I look at trading as this. Those who have, you know, abilities to defend themselves in the ring in order to win. Because even if you have the muscle, let's say you are fighting and you have the muscle, you have the abilities, but if you don't defend yourself, those kicks, those punch, when they punch you, they will punch you in such a way that you're going to lose. But if you have a defense mechanism, you are going to be saved on the market. Here is how I'm intended to do that. To do that, I'm saying 50 pip under the water, I'm entering another trade opposite direction, which means I'm hedging in other terms, which means I use recovery zone. You know, nowadays they don't use the word hedge, but they use recovery zone, which means after the market had went against me 50 pips, then I will enter a hedge trade. I will enter a hedge trade going the opposite direction. Let's say we open up a trade here 0.01. Here I'll be open up 0.02, going what? Going upwards around this candle here. When it's about 75 pips, it will break even plus 5 pips. So that's how I protect myself, because smart guys know that they won't be always right, and they will look for ways how to protect themselves, because the market always does what it wants to do. Like many times after you enter the market will resume 40 pips, 30 pips, then it will go your direction. That's how the market operates for me and how I study the market. After we broke even at this candle, we receive a buy candle, we receive a buy signal. We don't question our system, because this system we have tested. It shows the potential, it shows that it wins every time it gives its signals. So we have ATR there based on it, 44 pips. We hit that simply by this candle. So another signal, we went short. After this we went short. After this short, we take our signal and go all down to 98 pips, but our HR was 53 pips, which means 53 pips was here. We hit our TP simple. Look at how it went against us, almost 20 pips. When it goes against us, then it resumes back to our favor. We don't look, you know, they will always say look at your left hand side. Yes, if you are using a price action, like price action guys will say no, I'm not going to buy because of this candle, then I will wait to break this candle, you know, all this stuff. No, just making noise to traders. You're supposed to make it as simple as possible as you can, like I'm doing here. You have to make it simple as best as you can, like I'm doing here. As I show you guys, here is another trade cat. Also this very same thing, you always apply the very same mechanism. This indicator doesn't recalculate or do anything like that. I want to show you guys this one because it went heavily against us here. This signal here, the very same one, you see we took a buy above this candle here, but the market went what? Downward. But because of, we know if we are wrong, we are going to use a hedge or maybe a zone recovery system around here. We'll be placing our sell stop, then the market will let us in here and resume downwards and break even. We break even. You know what, you're supposed to take care of your money. If not, the worst case scenario, you break even. And why do I choose major pairs? I chose major pairs because they are not as volatile as your minor pairs, your exotic pairs, or your crosses pairs, which means these ones are more steady. Yes, you can apply this to minor and crosses, but the chances of the cycle, you remember, the choice, the cycle of the trades will be much more, will be many cycles, which means, I mean, something like this, maybe we started going up, then you'll find that another trade is activating here. Then if the market is very choppy, you see another trade will again open up here. This is 50 pip zone recovery, which means as long as market hit here and hit here, the trades will be open up. But if the market plays in here and doesn't hit here, which means only one trade will be open up. So the reason why I like daily time frame is that it reduces my exposure to the market, you know, in such a way that one can say I'm even lying. This indicator does repaint. There's nothing like this on earth, but I'm telling you there's something like this on earth that is taking place, and it is something that you see on this screen that I show you guys. You know, I can go to any trade. I'm not, you know, choosing trades. As you can see down here, it plays all that thing, guys. You see, even here it's a win, even here it's a win. Remember, I take my trades midnight at around 12 p.m. midnight. So here was 36 pips. We hit that because the price went to 40 pips. So always when you trade, you must come up with a backup plan. So guys, I will leave my details. If you think this way of trading will be the way that maybe you will like to look at, I'll be leaving my links and stuff like that, so guys, you can come to my actually group and see how I trade this live market. I also have this one is a long-term trade based system. It does wonderful. As you can see, I've got USD Japanese yen. I entered right here when it was flashing a downtrend. Also New Zealand Japanese yen, I entered right here when it was flashing, you know, when it was flashing red. Also GBP, Euro GBP, the same thing applies, guys. So this is real. I'm not trying to come up with something that is not there. So I hope to see you guys in my group so that we can exchange ideas and see if I can not be a useful tool to you. Have a lovely evening, have a lovely good afternoon, have a lovely day, have a lovely morning wherever you are when you're watching this broadcast. Away.